Hi, welcome back to B&E Productions. I'm Ethan, and today's video is going to be about my LBX 0300S. So, what makes this plate carrier special is that S on the end, which means it's a small, which means that it can take small plates. Now, for a dude my size, this means everything. So I'm a bit of a smaller dude, and having something that fits me properly and I can wear comfortably is a huge deal. So I did a lot of research, as I do with most of my gear purchases, as to like fitments and all of those types of things. So I'm going to kind of run you through everything that I have on here. So the plate itself is a small 10 by 12, and what I have in the actual plate pocket is a PTS foam sappy plate. So that kind of keeps the rigidity and kind of maintains the structure. Otherwise it's going to be a little weird and the fitment's going to be a little like off, as you have like this open space where something should be in there. So I always run plates in these just to help it keep its shape. Now for me, as I've said, I'm like a smaller dude, so having a plate carrier that's not like massive and has all this like extra material is really great. So I'll show you how to adjust this and on and off it. So the way it works is you get these two little like tabs down here on the corners, and you'll go ahead, excuse the Velcro, you'll lift up this front pouch, and then that reveals the cummerbund wings. So if you're a little bit girthier, a little bit skinnier, you always have this little bit of extra breathing room, as this is like a bit of an elastic material. And then in the back itself has shock cords, so that way you kind of pulls to what you need it to fit. So again, excuse the Velcro. So, really soft on the inside. It does not have like any pouches like for magazines or anything on the inside. This is just slick. And then it has a nice big field of Velcro. So you'll go ahead, take that off. Okay. Go ahead, bang, and then this just closes down. And then to put it back on, you just reverse the process. So on the inside of the plate pocket itself, let me go ahead and flip this around for you. So there we have the manufacturing and the size and all that. So this is just slick. It's a very comfortable material, and what it's meant to do is kind of try and wick the moisture away from you. Now plate carriers, they run extremely hot. They trap in a whole lot of heat. So one thing I would kind of recommend with this type of plate carrier is maybe get like the those aftermarket, like I think it's ice vent or cool vent, something along those lines, where it kind of pushes the plate just a little bit off your body and allows a lot of air to go through. Or just buy a really high-end plate carrier with that already built in. Now, that it comes with on the front 6 columns of MOLLE, so you can go ahead and put whatever you need to on the front here. Radio, magazine, general purpose pouches, all those sort of things you can go ahead and throw on the front of this. Now it does have a nice big Velcro patch on here, so you can go ahead and put your patches. No quarter patch, always good there. And then I just have another same ankle patch. On the back, I like to run it slick, but you do have a lot of MOLLE real estate, so if you want to put a hydro carrier, a backpack, anything along those lines, you can go ahead and do so. The shoulder straps are pretty comfortable. I haven't had too much of an issue with these. I will say after Desert Fox events, I was extremely sore from just wearing this. In an instance like that, I should have gone with I should have gone with the chest rig. But this is what I had on hand at the time, and it worked for what I needed it to do. Now, it's a pretty lightweight rig, I will say. It's not like super, like, just bogs you down. But, after hours and hours of gameplay, it can get a bit, you can get a bit stiff. And, again, with all that heat being trapped, that is one thing I will say about this, is it traps a whole lot of heat. So maybe if you wear like a specific type of combat shirt or anything like that to kind of mitigate those factors, that would be my only gripe about this, is just traps a whole lot of heat. But that, again, that's like with most plate carriers, so you give and you take for what you need. Now specifically what I'm kind of finding out now as I'm getting more and more experience in airsoft is plate carriers look cool, but for kind of the negatives of them, they can be a bit tough to use. Now, I am getting more into the chest rig game, so be on the lookout for some reviews of those. But to kind of finish this out, this does have a lot of nice features. Looks super cool, and you know what Airsoft is all about, looking cool. So it does that. If you play CQB or anything like that where you're super close quarters, having this in front of you to stop a BB, like, yeah, I know BBs don't hurt that bad, but, you know, just having that little bit of extra material in the way, it helps a lot. I will say I have not had any issues with this, like in the field of like anything breaking or anything coming apart. So good job for that, LBX. And keeping in the spirit of modularity, just kind of going back to these magazines, I got an AK, M4, MP5, so you can kind of do with this however, or excuse me, you can do whatever you want with this. So you always have options, and that's one kind of nice thing I like about this is you can take all these on, take all this off. Nothing comes on it, so you can build it exactly to your specifications, which is nice. Now, with all that being said, if you have any questions, just go ahead and drop a comment. Now, please like, comment, subscribe, and have a great rest of your day.